Hello everyone, this is Shadow Dragon with another episode of DC Universe Online. So just like with the Deluge DLC, they came in and added a bunch of extra items like later on to Teen Titans. So we're currently in like a triple credit promo weekend, and I think they did the same exact thing with Deluge when they added the 3 auras. It was on like a triple or double weekend. But there's a whole bunch of new stuff in there. We were expecting the Starfire Hair, which has been like teased and stuff. This is the vendor we're looking for.
Each piece of enhanced battle armor is available in multiple combat modes and customizable colors.
So first look at the prices. The hair is at $150. These are raised from the Deluge ones where the auras were just $100. But this is really not too bad. Like, I would expect these to be higher than the aura because they're kind of special. There's 2 materials, lava and magma. Ember is the aura, so they did raise the aura up by 50. We can preview that one here because I actually didn't buy this one yet. My plan for this one is to use it with stealth material, so I'm going to wait till I at least get close to that. But it's like a black smoke with orange embers coming out. Definitely good for a fire tune, and especially a fire tune that has a dark color palette. Then we've got the Henchmen for 100. And these we can't preview, but we're going to take a look at these in other clips anyway. They look like the sparring targets that you fight in the Titans duo. The Titan Island drone is a base item. I initially thought this was a pet, but we can preview this. So it's the same as the ones that are on the island.
Scanning island perimeter.
Okay, so what we're looking at here. This is the Magma Material. And it's on the shoulders, hands, and back. Actually, let me go back to the base, because we're going to need to teleport to a different base where I can show you the base item. But actually, let me apply this material to all, which I normally wouldn't do, but for just for demonstrating in this video, that's perfectly fine, and it'll show more detail. So that way you could get a good feel of the magma and how it's animating. So this one has a lot of depth to it. Like when you see it on the cape, it actually gives the cape weight. And then I did set the drone in one of my bases. Hopefully I could find that in this random list.
Greetings, visitor.
Okay, so the drone is in the spaceship somewhere. Okay, there we go. And it'll spit out like random lines. Probably the same stuff it says on the island.
Patrolling for intruders.
Now, I haven't seen it attack the visitor yet. I'm not the base owner for this one, so... normally the other pets would attack by now.
Scanning island perimeter.
See, it's There's just an Isis in here. I think I initially had the Pengbots in here, but they were destroying too much. So these are just the passive pets. But I'm not sure what the drone does.
Patrol.
I think it just talks. Okay, so right now we're taking a close look at the lava material. So I just have it on Techesis's hands and wings. Now at first when I saw the announcement for this, it was kind of hard to tell the difference between lava and magma other than the size of the pattern. But once you get these, you'll notice that lava is a little bit more smooth. So it's going to look better on like armor pieces while still like retaining the shape of the armor. Whereas magma actually looks like rock. It's a little bit more 3D. Let me put it on a different costume, and then I'll apply all so you could see the material on the entire outfit. And this style is fully covering the body, so not something I would normally do, but for demonstration purposes, it's okay. There we go. And let's zoom in. And it does animate a little bit. There's a little bit of movement in there. Alright, let's grab that other one back. And now we're going to take a look at the Henchman uplink. So it's Holographic Henchmen, and I put it on my Green Lantern because they're basically green outlines. They look like the ones from the duo. It's not exactly the hard light green, but it can kind of pass as constructs.
You don't stand a chance.
So they are Amazons. I did see messages from other people seeing different holograms, but all I've been getting was Amazons. So I'm not sure what determines that. So it's a little bit more faint than other constructs. But at least they're transparent, because like, you know, before that this was the only other green one that actually did anything. Baby Boo. There's also a Will-O-Wisp, but it doesn't attack. It's just there for decoration. And now I'm ending with the main item, the Starfire Hair, which I actually put on my ice character. So here is a 360 shot of it. It looks exactly like the redesigned Starfire. And Meps mentioned like a while back that they specifically redesigned this so that it could be made for a player character. If you look at videos of like the old model of Starfire, her hair was two pieces. It looked like it took up like the hair slot as well as the back. So it was a custom model that could not work for a player character. it only worked for an NPC because they don't change like the different slots. So like one item can kind of violate into another one, and they could make it seamless. But it wouldn't work for a player because we'd be swapping things in and out, which would break the model. So they specifically made this one piece. And as you can see, it moves with the body. It probably is going to clip with things, but it works really well. Like, you know, as you do the emotes or different stances, it does arch with the body. And it's also 2 colors, which we can control. So the good thing about showing it on an ice character is it's like the opposite of Starfire. And you can see that's 2 completely different colors than the actual iconic. So what it does is it takes the hair color, which is the top, and it gradates down to the first swatch, this one here. And then of course you could also apply materials to it. Which just gets rid of both of the colors. So you could come up with some pretty good effects, pretty good combinations with those, especially with all those new materials that they just gave us. You could probably make like a good fire character too. Talking about Beatrice de Costa, the green fire character. So it's a pretty cool addition to the DLC. I really hope they continue to do this for future DLCs just to keep it alive. Because you know, every episode it's gonna cross over in mark relevancy to the latest one. So like when Atlantis comes out, Titans is still gonna be mark relevant. So if you go back and farm it for marks, you're also gonna get these credits. So these new items are just a good sync to put the credits into. And even if you don't use them, at least some of them are sellable. I think from this set, if I remember correctly, it's probably the aura and the base item. I think the others are account bound, and one of them I think was not tradable. Oh, the backup. The backup you have to get on the character you actually want. The materials are account bound, so you could pass it to alts, but you can't put it on the broker. But yeah, definitely a good thing going forward. So good luck getting yours, and thanks for watching.